It's your girl, Blue Pac, baby. From the booth where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Lou Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. Go.
She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lou Pac, baby. Capiche?
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lou Pac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built her own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lou Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. Let me take these earphones off, child. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Wednesday, baby. Can y'all believe how fast time is going by? I ain't gonna say the weeks no more. Like time just is just literally flying by, period. We just got off of the weekend and it's already Wednesday. Well, almost Thursday to be exact. That is crazy. We are almost in 2026, y'all. Time waits for no one. That's why you live your life to the fullest. You don't dwell. I don't even know what to say, child. But just live your life to the fullest. Keep them bad energies, them bad spirits out of your your close playing field. Because we don't need that. We don't need that. But anyways, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for y'all patience, y'all. I was cooking supper for my babies, and I ran over time. I'm always late, but I'm a mommy first. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can relate. So yeah, that's normally why I'm late. It has a lot to do with my cheering. But anyways, let me see who we got in here. We're gonna get it crackle because baby, we got some receipts. Y'all, I got some new receipts. I didn't found the receipts I was looking for the other lives. I'm like, well, I'll be damned. I didn't found the Laonia and the leader inbox battle. I didn't found the receipt of DW Sierra saying she then moved to Georgia. I didn't found something else. Oh, we'll get into it. But yeah, y'all, I should have put exposure on this live. I should have put that as the caption. But y'all gonna see what I mean. Let me go up. Let me go up and see who we got in the chat. I don't know if somebody else is live. I'm not sure. But I did set mine late so we wouldn't bump into each other. But it's so many people in the sector, you never know. But for the most part, the streets been dry anyway. So hey, Free Queen, welcome back, my love. Shout out to you, my beautiful mod, one of them. Shout out to all my beautiful mods that's in the building. Okay, period. I love y'all down. Hey, Miss Yolanda. Hey, Sid. Hey, Scorpio Sting, Steph's Puffin Stuff. We got Miss Malibu in the building. Michelle the Bell, another one of my beautiful mods. Shout out to you, my love. We got Latae, of course, talking cash money ish about Pac like she always do. It wouldn't be Latae. Okay. Now if she ain't saying something crazy in the chat, I would think she not feeling well. Just say Pac, sister, come on tonight. Well, you had throw that goal up there and let's go. Listen, I was coming by any means necessary. I wasn't missing this live, y'all. I told y'all I'm on like a I don't know what to call it. I set a goal for myself. The month almost over, so y'all gonna probably see me every day for the rest of this month. Period. So well, let me not make no promises, but I'm gonna try my hardest to reach my goal with going live every day for the rest of this month. But it ain't guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed. So we gonna just see what happens. Hey, Queen Love Mail. Hey, Toya. Who else in here? CS in the building. Thank you, Toya, for my first super sticker. I appreciate you, my love. Hey, Miss Robin, Miss Christina. Who else? Let me see. Let me see. We got Miss Shalonda in the building. Miss Melody. We got Tyrese with the T in this thing. We got Miss Teresa. Who else? Let me go down. I'm forever chosen in the building, Rakita. Thank you, sweet queen, for that blessing. I appreciate you. Hey, Miss Jackie. Hey, solid as a rock. Shout out to you. Who else in here? Miss Michelle Spikes. We got Beyond Compare Creations. Queen Money Skull Gang in this thing. Rolling with BB. Miss Lisa. We got Miss Nina. Epiphany by Tiffany. Snoopy. Miss Vonda. Miss Deb. Who else? Let's see. Miss Geraldine in the building. Tajay Reacts, another one of my beautiful minds in this thing. Miss Marlena. Who else? Tokyo. Natia. Okay, y'all coming in. Y'all coming in a little slower than usual, but y'all coming in the building. Y'all coming in. Hey, girl, 6565. Hey, Miss Novella. Jazz so jazzy in this thing. We got Brittany Davis, Tanya Lewis. We got, hold on, Miss Donna Harrison. We got Renee. We got It's All About God in the building. We got Miss Mel, Miss Valencia, Leah in this thing. Thank you, Michelle, for looking out for your girl. I appreciate you. Lena, we got T, we got Dimple. Who else? Tanya James in the building. Demetria, Crystal, Shona, period. Miss Duncan, Shantia, I hope I say your name right. Miss Lucinda, we got Love Me for Real. I was just in Latte Live. She's hilarious. Oh, Latte Live, I didn't even see it. I'm gonna have to catch her replay. She is hilarious. Latte is funny. No cap. She's funny. Hey, Glam D Goddess. Glam Goddess D. My bad. I don't know why I be wanting to say that the first child. Forgive me. Hey, Miss Judy. Who else in here? Hey, Courtney. Hey, Sherilyn. I'm chosen. Love you down. We got Simply Sunshine Moment. We got Chosen by God. Miss Rebecca. Kira in the building. Y'all know the notifications be tripping, y'all. Like, I don't know what to say at this point. Hey, Candy. Hey, Miss Sandra. Hey, Just Me. Miss Izora. Okay, admire me in the building. And I'm going to stop it there while, it's moving a little slow because I'll be the name everybody, child. But shout out to everybody for coming in, supporting your girl. Pretty sure we'll get up to at least 500 like we always do. Y'all know how it go. If you like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac 2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. It's not meant, y'all know I always set a little goal of 15, child. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it's greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. Period. Like it's gonna help me, y'all. It's gonna help. What else? Make sure y'all watching them ads, y'all. Please hit that like button. If you are not a member of the channel, grab a membership. I'm still gonna do a members live this week, y'all. It's probably gonna be around the weekend time. Probably so, because I don't know why I like to do members only lives during the weekend. Maybe because I be going live for so long and members only. That's probably why. But anyways, yeah. Shout out to y'all. Run them lights up for Pop. Please, 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 y'all run them lights up. And if y'all can, please support my goal, y'all, because I told y'all I set a goal for myself this month. Um, so I need y'all help. Period. Okay, I need y'all help. I just need y'all to support my little goal. That's it. That's it. Not too much. Not too much. All right, so we got some tea, baby. Let me stop. Shout out to the person who sent me these court documents. Now, what I will say is, y'all, um, I'm not gonna put them on the screen because y'all know when it comes to court documents, I don't put them on the screen publicly. Well, I don't put them on in members only either, but I normally read court documents in members only, but I'm gonna give them to y'all tonight. Okay, I'm pretty sure other people got them as well because these documents didn't come from my normal sources. My two normal sources didn't give me these documents. And when I say those sources are my sources only, I mean just that. Like they are literally my sources. They don't send nothing to nobody else. But like I said, shout out to the person who sent me this. Okay? So y'all notice how, Sleepy been running a little rampant on the internet for a good little minute now. Like he took a little break, but then he came back, of course. He blames LaTruth for the actions of every single person on the internet. Like every fake page is LaTruth. Every person that say something in his comments that he don't like was sent by LaTruth. Like this man is obsessed. He is obsessed with LaTruth. And it's weird because it's coming from a man. Like you expect this type of behavior, the cattiness, the pettiness, the little messiness, the back and forth from women. That's what we do, right? But men, nah, no, it's very suspect. But anyways, y'all, so um somebody sent me these court documents. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna just read it to y'all because it ain't really much on the papers, anyways, to even put it on the screen. But it's just based off of one little case situation. Back in 2009. Did y'all know he was married before? Like he on his second marriage. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. Now, not too much has been put out about Sleepy anyways, right? We only know the little Pitbull story. We know he got 7 cheering. He worked a 9 to 5 because he told, he literally rebutted me when I did a video on him early in the saga, and he responded telling his business, right? So, but anyways, y'all. So, um, not too much, been really put out about him, and I'm surprised. Now, what I will say is, um, if he was talking that cash money, it's like he doing now. Back when the people that was behind the keeping up with the Latrue group was here, they would have been put his tea out. Like they didn't play no games, y'all. Whoever was behind those groups, when I tell y'all, that's when the saga was really, really litty. Like you couldn't wait to get on the internet. If you know, you know. If you were OG in this thing, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because you never knew what they was gonna put out. They had first ladies and usher women reaching out from the churches. Like, y'all, that's where they started calling out on you the Jezebel. That's where that came from. Because you had people that was reaching out from the church talking about her, trying to expose her business, her church business on the internet. Like it was crazy, y'all. Those were the times. Those were the times, baby. But anyways, they was let's say say they were clocking tea around the clock. Fact, y'all. Like every day is like you couldn't wait to get on the internet and see what they was gonna post next because that's how much information they was putting out on a daily basis. Like for real, for real. So, um, like I said, Sleepy was married prior. He was married to his twins' mom, right? Okay, filed against. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. This was filed July 15th, 2009. And you know what? I'm just tell y'all the basis of this tea, right? He's on child support for the twins. Now, I don't know if he's still on it. I would say he's still on it because his twins recently just graduated from high school. And, if they go to college, then he'll still be on child support. But let's just say he been on child support for them twins while he been talking about RH over there. You forgot to mention that you on child support also, sir. Yeah, yeah. Let's clock that little T right there. He been on child support, y'all. I said, well, I'll be damned. I love you down more, sweet queen. Thank you, my love. Thank you for being a 10-month member. And welcome back again. What's up, Big Flay? Shout out to you. We used to be up all night to get the hot type of tea. Show was. Like, I'm talking about all night too. Those were the days, y'all. But yeah, Sleepy been paying child support. Well, I don't know if he been paying it, but he been on it since 2009 for the twins. Now, I don't know if he's on it for any of his other kids, but if y'all know, um, he had been like talking cash money ish on this internet, about RH in reference to his child support situation and this and that, right? And Sleepy said that he's a firm believer that if you take care of your children, he don't believe in child support. Let me show y'all something. Because y'all know one thing about Pop. When I see stuff like this, I know I got a receipt in the vault to match it up. Okay? Something that's gonna rebuttal, something that's gonna show some type of contradiction, something. So of course I wouldn't be me if I didn't go in the vault and pull out a rebuttal. Period. Let me show y'all what I went and got out the vault. Hold up. Let me pull it up. Hold on. I got a few things, but let me show y'all this. I said, this man is on child support. He been talking all that shit about RH all this time. Bree, are you hearing that, ma'am? While you over there, um, let me pull just this one up first. While she over there suffering alone, taking care of them cheering, this man been on child support for them twins since they was small. That's real interesting. because he paints this narrative like he's so active in all his kids' life. Oh, but we're gonna go off of his words, right? We're gonna go off of his words, y'all. So let me pull this up, because what better than information coming straight from the horse's mouth. Let me put it on the big screen so y'all can see it good. All right. Okay, so let me take my girl off of here. LaOnya posted this, y'all. Now, mind y'all, this post was made, early, a little back in the saga, around the time he wasn't respond. Like, let me say this: he wasn't cussing people out in the chat, like how he be calling females the B word and all of that. Now, he wasn't giving that energy when he posted this. Like, no, he hadn't started showing his true colors, his true nature until later on down the line. But he did make this response right here, because if y'all remember, RH did a live one day where child support was literally the topic surrounding the divorce saga. I mean the saga or whatever. And RH ended up doing a live basically saying that he felt like if the other baby daddies ain't on child support, why would you put him on child support? If you're gonna put one, put them all, right? Because he said, what makes me any different if I'm already doing for my children, my child, and I was doing for yours in the marriage? Why would you put me on child support if you know I'm already doing for my child and was doing for yours? So, right? All right, said that. And he was basically saying your other baby daddy need to be on child support too. Because at that time, the twins wasn't even thought of. They wasn't here. So Sleepy, a hit dog gonna holler every time. He decided to make a post because RH must have had him in his feels, baby. And LaOnya being LaOnya, who likes to see grown men beefing, I don't know if it makes her feel good or she feel like they fight over her. I don't know what it gives, but yeah, she's very petty, very messy when it comes to her baby daddies. She gonna keep them pitted against each other. So Sleepy says, been quiet long enough, my G. You said I should have been paying you. Oh, that's another thing. I forgot about that part. RH in the live was also saying how he took care of Sleepy's kids for 6 years, where he was nowhere to be found. And he said that Sleepy should have been paying him back, back his money. Like, you talking all that ish and this and that. You should have been paying me child support or back child support for taking care of your kids when you was missing in action. That's what RH said on that live. So yeah, it definitely struck a nerve, y'all. So because he responded without the elder. So he said, been quiet long enough, my G. You said I should have been paying you. Laugh out loud, bro. You a joke. Ask your wife, your ex-wife, how I've been taking care of my kids, sending her money for years. But she kept that from you because she said you want to argue or be controlling when my name being brought up. And let me push pause right there, y'all, because y'all know we didn't see multiple receipts of LaOnya literally saying this man was non-existent. I showed y'all a receipt I found the other day where she said basically Sleepy was unthought of because her husband stepped up and took care of them kids as if they were his own. So all of that, she wouldn't tell you what I was sending because you would get an attitude or get mad or whatever. That I call cap on that. I call cap. No, what it was, she wasn't stunting that little money you was giving and not mentioning it to her husband because she didn't want the one who was really doing for them cheering to feel away. That's what it was. I don't think she was sparing her husband because she felt like he was going to get an attitude or get mad. I think she didn't tell her husband because her husband was actually the provider in that household. Why would I start something up with my husband over a ninja that's only sending me $200-300 a month when he can't? It ain't even guaranteed every month. Make that make sense. Verbatim, per LaOnya's mouth, when they was talking in the car about bitter baby mamas, bitter baby daddies, she literally cut the truth off and said, it's a lot of women who would DIE to have a baby daddy like my husband. And she mentioned Sleepy. She said, I know I would, and something about hers, but I don't even care about that ninja because I have my husband now. Yeah. I'm a matter of fact, I'm gonna bring that other post back up too. Because I only showed that one time for the ones that's new in here. Just to show that, he is given that she was playing both sides. Let me see that. It was pillow talking going on here, and it was pillow talking going on over there. But I literally broke this down a while back when I went live, y'all. So it wouldn't go over people's heads. Because what Sleepy fails to realize is RH didn't know you, sir. He didn't know you. He knew his wife. He wasn't in communication with you. He was in communication with his wife. So when a man, and he should know this all too well because he's a husband. When a man takes on a wife, he becomes that listening ear, that protector, that provider, all of the above, right? So when RH met LaOnya, she was still heartbroken over Sleepy, but RH didn't know that. He didn't know that. And I guarantee y'all, if Sleepy was doing for his cheering, LaOnya would have never left and moved to Detroit with her mom. She wouldn't have left when they broke up, right? Because when a man is active, that woman is not trying to uproot them kids and take them kids to another state when the dad is actually active. Women typically do that if they're in another relationship and it requires them to move, or they trying to get a fresh start because their baby daddy is not stepping and doing what he's supposed to. That's one. Another thing too is what Sleepy fails to realize and what he needs to consider is the fact that this was this man's wife. Your baby mama was RH's wife for 6 years. So I could only imagine the terrible things she told her husband, pillow talking about you, sir. And it wasn't good things. We can tell just based off of what she put about you on the internet. She didn't start talking good about you till her husband left her. That speaks volumes. We could not find not one post on this internet of her saying, "Oh, my baby daddy is active. Oh, I respect my husband. He stepped up, but my kids still have a biological dad and he handles his business." There was not one post on this internet showing that. Not even from the other side didn't even get a hold to no information like that. That speaks big volume. Because if you were so active, like you stressed years and put all them R's and S's on it, I guarantee they would have had at least one post with her giving you your flowers while she was married. Because it's a way to give somebody their flowers without coming off as flirtatious. You have a wife, she had a husband. Ain't nothing wrong with giving props to the other party, because especially when you grown, when you mature. Like my husband handled his business when it comes to kids, and so does their real dad. Nobody even knew you existed. Everybody thought that those kids were for Robert. That speaks volumes. And I don't know no man that's going to sit back and just allow the internet to think that his kids is for another man. So that speaks volumes on your end also. And it kind of supports the fact that you wasn't there. You wasn't there. Because y'all, tell me, y'all, what man do y'all know that would, especially in it, we got to look at it from this situation, right? We talking about public figures who have millions of followers. RH and LaOnya both have millions of followers, right? So they're in the public eye. So everything they do is amplified because of the amount of following that they have. Sleepy been on the internet since forever. Now, mind you, he didn't start his Facebook page up until I want to say July of 2022, maybe. Don't quote me, but that was months before RH and LaOnya's separation, right? So he didn't start his Facebook page up until around a couple months before RH and Laonia's big viral fake DV situation in October. But Sleepy had TikTok. I'm pretty sure he had Instagram, all that good stuff. I don't think he had enough. And it's possible he could have had another Facebook page that, he wasn't too active on or whatever. But who knows? But it's just the fact that nobody knew of your existence, and everything we've ever heard about you when it came from your baby mama was bad. She didn't start giving you flowers till her and her husband broke up. You should have felt a way about that also. While you trying to put everything, all accountability, all responsibility, all gripe, all emotions, all rage over on RH. It takes me back to what I said early in this conversation is RH didn't know you. He knew your baby mama. So that should have rung a bell right there and let you know that if he feels a way about you, then 9 times out of 10, he's only feeling that way because of what his wife is telling him, sir. So if you get negativity from this man, it came from her. I don't understand how he not getting that, y'all. Like, how is he not understanding that? RH had no reason to hate this man. No reason to dislike this man. But when you take a wife and you become her protector, and every time you're mentioned, the baby daddy, it's all negativity, and that your husband see that's trauma for you, that's hurt for you. Guess what? It automatically becomes implanted into his brain that he has to protect you from that situation because that's his job once y'all get married. So if everything that she says about Sleepy to RH is negative, then guess what? RH ain't gonna have nothing good to say about him. Period. And a lot of people move like, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. And that's probably why RH didn't say nothing about him. But he took it upon himself to get in his feels because RH did that Atlanta Star interview and spoke on. Now, mind you, the whole throwing out of the clothes behind the adoption situation that hadn't already went viral. When RH posted that, he did over 5 million views on that, and that was just on Facebook. I don't know what he did on TikTok, YouTube, none of that. Facebook alone did over 5 million views on that video. And let me tell y'all something that's very telling, because y'all know I catch everything, right? Y'all remember when I was reading those messages to y'all a couple lives ago between Dawn and Bree, where Bree exposed Dawn's messages to the internet first, early in the saga, back in 2022, the end of 2022, she exposed Dawn's messages first. So before Dawn ever came out here and exposed their text messages, Bree did it to Dawn first. The first thing Bree said on that live was, to his sister Dawn, you know I love, love, love you. And I don't want to do this, but I know you sick of them too, and you cut them off, but I got to do this. She gave a whole little speech before she exposed her and Dawn's message. But what I'm saying is, it's what was exposed in those messages, right? So in those messages, and if I can remember, I might try to pull it up while we on this live. But in those messages, they was literally talking about that protective order situation. And Dawn brought up RH being on live and saying something about the adoption video, right? She said he's literally on live showing I don't know if she said showing or talking about when you was throwing his clothes out because he wouldn't adopt the kids. Bree skipped clean over that message. She didn't address it. Because she could have, it's now, mind you, this is just her and Dawn talking, right? So that was the time for her to lie. She could have easily said, girl, I ain't never asked him to adopt my kids. He lying. She could have told that to Dawn. She ignored that comment and switched the whole subject. I'm gonna show y'all. To me, that was very telling. That was very, very telling. And I feel like the reason why Bree never addressed that, y'all, this is another red flag when it comes to that. And it makes me feel like RH was telling the truth when he said that she was throwing his clothes out because he didn't want to adopt them kids. Did y'all ever see her address that video? Did y'all ever see her go live addressing that video? When she went live, when that happened, and I remember it clear as day, when she went live after that video went viral, she started exposing RH and his personal business. She didn't address, oh no, I take that back. She did address it a little bit, but she said, you know what she did? She tried to gaslight and say, how are you going to adopt some kids when you don't have no money? If I'm taking care of you and the kids, how you going? That's what she said. She never said, oh, I ain't never told him that. She said, how are you going to adopt some kids if I'm taking care of everybody here? And we all know that wasn't true, right? Now, she did have a period at the end of the marriage where she did her part. Let me just say that. Because if we're going to go off of who taking care of who, RH took care of her kids, everybody for the first 4 years. They was only married 6. So yeah, she should have had the money to do that. If your husband allowing you to stack your bread and he fall ill and lose his page, you should have had the money to do that. But what they call it, plot twist. Whole time she got the page. That's gonna come up later. That's gonna come up later. Okay? Yeah. Anyways, that was in the court paperwork. Plot twist. Ain't that crazy, y'all? We're gonna talk about that in members only because I want to go a little more in depth, but this live ain't about that. So remind me when I do that members live to break that down to y'all. Cause some people confused about that. But I'm gonna make it make sense. Okay? Yeah. We're gonna get into it, baby. Thank you, sweet queen, my love. Come on, y'all. Support y'all goals. Y'all can't get my words out, y'all. Support my little goal. Period. Y'all know Pocket's on a little. I'm on a little chase, y'all, a little chase for this month. It's almost over. Thank you again, my love. I appreciate you. Man, had he adopted them kids, he'd be paying child support on all of them. That's facts. That is facts. But imagine even asking a man to adopt your kids when y'all relationship is already rocky. He been trying to leave her since the first year, and I honestly believe that RH held on to that marriage because of them kids. I really and truthfully believe that. Because when he couldn't see them kids no more, he was hurt. And you could tell. When he was going live, like even if he'll kind of mention it, like he was hurt about that. That man loved them kids. Them kids called him daddy, not stepdaddy, not Uncle Robert or Mr. Robert. Y'all know how the old heads be having their cheering calling their man uncle. They called him daddy since their first encounter. So he definitely played a major role. That's who they knew. I remember y'all, and I'm gonna get back on on topic, but I remember vividly, and I wish she wouldn't have, y'all. Laonia, all of this was plotted and calculated. She took down all of her videos well before the judge told her to remove them. Early on in the saga, she took down a lot of her content because she didn't want it to be used against her. But I remember vividly, Laonia did a live stream one day. And this was while her and LaTruth was still together. And she was speaking on how when RH would go out, go work or whatever, go network and this and that, when he would have to leave the house, Lala was so spoiled behind him that she wouldn't go to sleep until RH made it back home safe. She would not go. This came from Bree. Bree said this on a live. She said Lala would not go to sleep until RH made it back home safe, and he would have to tuck her in, and she would tell him she loved him and vice versa in order for her to rest because that was her dad. That speaks volumes to me. And you could tell by the pictures, the memories, the videos, how close Lala was with LaTrue. Even when they did that very first visitation exchange, you can hear by that baby girl's tone in her voice, like she hadn't seen LaTrue for a long time. She was excited when he told her, come see Lala. And she gave him a hug and he told her he loved her. And she said, I love you too. You could tell by her tone that that was a moment for her and she was sad. Like she loved him. And y'all know that relationship hit different when it's girls versus boys. Now the boys may be a little tougher, right? But that still don't take away from the fact that they had a relationship with RH too. Because he did instill a lot of gems in them. They would play basketball. He showed them how to cut grass. He would take them get haircuts, all of that. So that quality time is important. It's essential. It's needed. But that relationship with Lala, yep, that's sad. That whole situation is sad because she didn't have to take them kids away from him. I guarantee you, if she wouldn't have never did that, RH would still be looking out for her kids too. Lala could be going meet RH and Momo, all of that. And she wouldn't have to be stuck in the house. Janelle don't get him cheering no attention. He only worried about the twins at this point. Child. Thank you, Nene. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you. Wait, somebody had put a comment. I missed it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Somebody said I love your content, but I can't find the comment. Whoever said that, thank you. I appreciate you. Wait, I see it. Queen Sexy Cat. Thank you, my love. You say love your content. I appreciate you. Let me see. Let's make it to the bottom. Hey to everybody that's coming in. Y'all, please hit the like button for Pop. Period. I sound so loud. But yeah, y'all. So I remember that live. Like, I never forget that live when she did that. She said that baby would not go to sleep. Because mind y'all, RH came, when he came into them kids' life, Lala was 3 years old. She was 3. She was, I ain't gonna say she was Momo's age, but she was 3 years old. And the boys was right behind, like 3, 4, and 5. That's how old they was. So that was definitely a crucial period in them kids' life, and he was there for 6 years. Even though they try to take that away from him, that's crazy to me. I would never do that. If anything, I don't care what we going through. I'm gonna give you a little bit extra respect because you didn't have to do what you did for my kids. Stepdaddies like that are rare. They're rare. When a man meets a woman and he takes those kids on as if they're his, whether it's biological blood or not, that is rare. I have a stepdaddy like that in real life. And you can't tell him we ain't his children. Okay? I could call him at 5 in the morning if he ain't at work. Because I remember, I'm about to give y'all let me tell y'all a little quick. I remember going to the casino. I snuck off by myself. So I was 8 months pregnant too. I was pregnant with my second child. And I snuck off to the casino, y'all. Why I caught a flat? My mama say that's good for you. Well, after the fact, once I was good. She's like, that's good for you. You shouldn't have snuck off. You don't need to be going nowhere where you gotta drive off and you big and pregnant. guess who can't get me? My stepdad. That's who can't get me in the wee hours of the morning. So yeah, that's rare, y'all. When somebody like that comes along and they don't, show you no difference because you ain't blood for real, that is rare. That deserves an extra ounce of respect. And the fact that she tried to downplay it and make it seem like this man wasn't nothing to her kids, that's sad. No good comes from being deceptive like that. The world seen what he was to your kids. I don't care if you know how they say that they only show you what they want to show you on the internet. Well, they showed us a whole lot. We might have never seen the problems they was having, but they damn sure showed the good times. And it was a whole lot of good times, a whole lot of trips, a whole lot of gems being dropped, a whole lot of memories, all of that. Some things you can't fake, like the excitement Momo has when she's doing all of these different events and excursion and adventures with her daddy. You can't fake that. You can't fake that type of love, baby. Anyways, so what was I saying? Oh, I didn't even finish reading this, child. But yeah, y'all. So he definitely felt away, and I think it is. I honestly believe it's some type of jealousy on top of obsession, of course. But it's some jealousy because Sleepy don't know RH in real life. He don't know him. So for you to have this much animosity towards this man who literally stepped into a role where you were absent is crazy. That deserves a little extra respect right there. So I just don't get it. But he don't have nothing to say about the one who his baby mama then came on the internet and say he spit on and choked her. Even allegations including his kids. Y'all, I don't know if he's scared of Jonelle or what it is. It's giving scared. And let me tell y'all why. Because this man had the nerve. Y'all remember when they were saying that somebody was putting Laonia's address out? Whole time it was her old address. I don't know who did it or whatever. Y'all don't even have to put it in the chat. But this was not that long ago. They were saying that somebody put her address out because I remember we was in I was hosting Harmony's birthday live on her channel, and they were saying that her Laonia's address was being put out, but then we later found out that it was her old address. She wasn't even living there anymore. But that's besides the point. Sleepy made a whole post on Facebook with a whole rifle or AR, whatever he had, child, popping Cash Money ish. I don't know what y'all feel how y'all feel about my baby mama, Miss Brianna, but my kids live in that house. I dare anyone to pull up at that house while my kids child. You got gripe for strangers on the internet that you ain't gonna never see because not that person was pulling up over there. One, two, it was an old address according to the YouTube streets, and three, it literally came out that this man Jonelle punched her son in the chest over some shoes, Rick Owens. Like text messages and came out where he said F your baby mama and them kids. It don't get no more disrespectful than that. And just off the strength of the dysfunction in the home. Because y'all, when I was looking for these receipts, right? I found a receipt that Sleepy had put up. And matter of fact, he posted that Atlanta Star interview. Well, it was just a screenshot of the thumbnail that RH did, and they mentioned the adoption video, right? So he made a whole long ass post talking about it. Like a whole long ass post talking about it. And I'm like, how you got so much? Y'all, this man even said RH need to stop going on interviews, mentioning the kids and this and that. Mind you, it was an old interview. They was just resurfacing the interview because y'all know how the saga do. Like it'll go through a dry spell and then it'll get back popping. So that's when of course, the bloggers, the content creators, they're going to literally start putting out content focus on the saga because it starts getting back popping. That's when the views go up, right? So that's what whoever is behind the Atlanta Star did. They resurfaced that adoption video around the time where Laonia started putting out all kind of stuff about Jonelle, right? So in Sleepy's caption, this fool says RH need to stop doing interviews and this and that, mention the kids because it's making it seem like they're in a dysfunctional home. You know what? Child, it don't get no more dysfunctional than what it already is. Period. Like, dude, are you not y'all? And the crazy part is, y'all, he know everything that's going on. Notice how he's always putting up posts on his page from his inbox or from people in the comments. So he's watching everything. He's watching everything. Whenever they first started bringing up the allegations about Janelle punching that child in the chest, y'all know what he said? Spare the rod, spoil the child. When a man takes on a woman, he takes on her cheering too. It takes a village. That was his response. I got the video. I didn't play it for y'all. That was his response today, y'all. And oh, not to mention another post where he addressed the Bruce allegations. This was before Bree came out and said everything herself. He also said, my baby mama, Miss Brianna, she'll give her life for her children. So I know she wouldn't let nothing happen to them kids in her home. Those kids are loved by their parents and their step parents. Is you is you cool? Janelle say F her and your cheering. Is you cool? And took back the game he gave Isaiah. Okay. So where are you when you're needed? When your prophecy is needed, where are you, sir? Like, you come out at the wrong time. You address stuff it's given backwards. You addressing the X when you should be addressing the current. So let me guess. He gonna wait till Bree and Janelle break up for good. Then he gonna start dragging Janelle like he do RH. That's what it's given. He wanna wait because he don't want to piss her off, right? He don't want to piss her off because she can go put him on child support. He don't want no problems with her, basically, like he had in the past when he had to put them charges on her. He don't want them problems. So he gonna wait till Janelle and Bree break up for good. And it's gonna take for Janelle to leave her because she's given the type of woman that will stay through anything. And that's dangerous. Let me just say that. A woman who will stay with a man through anything is dangerous. Those when that T app stuff was exposed and Bree came out here and posted a picture of her and Janelle talking about keep your head up, king. That right there told me everything I needed to know. The fact that this man has the, you know what? He done did so much shat to her that she ain't got no choice but to question any and everything that comes out about him. It's not like he had a clean bill of health. And yeah, not literally, figuratively, I'm talking about, his record, his background, his resume during their situationship. It's not like it's squeaky clean. The man then literally went on out the country and post a video in his story of two red bones going at it in the back seats. Okay, in my boosted voice. All in the golf cart. Just munching. That's it. With not a care in the world. And here y'all go rescuing Captain Save-A-Hole, going do damage control like y'all his personal PR. Imagine being his PR and his woman, and you can't even be mad. Like you gotta clean it up first and get mad second. Girl, bye. I wish I would. I wish I would. That ninja gotta take his lick. You know you throw it in the head when your man get caught cheating and you more worried about how it's gonna be perceived on the internet than the actual infidelity. Ain't no way in hell. He gonna have to take everything that comes to him, especially when he intentionally posted a video on the internet. Make that make sense? How do you accidentally post something like that in your story? In your story. You know what you got to go through to post something in your story? That's not something. That's just like Shannon Sharp talking about uh it was an accident or something where they try to blame the personal assistant. If you don't go sat all the way down, these people really be thinking it's a lot of dummies on, like everybody dumb on the internet. That's what they give to me. Like they can gaslight the world. It don't, like, it's at that you gotta be real specific when posting something in your story. Just like posting something on your wall. You have to be specific. Unless they're like, if the odds of you going through the process of finding a quick post like how YouTube has, where you can make a quick post real quick, it's just one button. Yeah, they don't have that on Facebook. This ninja said he was hacked, and he was the one who wrote he was hacked. Like, that's how you know he wasn't hacked, because it's very rare that somebody gets hacked and they get uh immediate control back of their page. Did the hackers give you your page back? I'm confused, y'all. I'm so weak, child. Y'all, it's just thinking about all the stuff that didn't happen in this saga is crazy. Oh Lord. Okay, back to where we back to where we was. Let me take this off. So, look this up real quick. Let me finish reading this because it's kind of long. So, see, he said, let me see. Why you think she never put me on child support? Because I've been doing my part. This is sad, bro. Another man shouldn't want to put another man down, especially a black man in this world. It's already hard enough. I don't agree with child support at all, especially when a man is taking care of his responsibilities. Keep that part in your mind, right? Because I just, well, not keep it in your mind. I literally just read the court document where his ex-wife put him on child support for the twins. Ooh, it says case status. No, hold on. It says subtype IV/D child support. Case type civil domestic without claim for absolute divorce. F8. I don't know if that's an F or I think that's an F. Yeah, FAM child support. F8 cause of action medical coverage. And file date July 15th, 2009. Deshaun A. Donaldson. That's definitely him. Yeah. Yup. They took action. That's what they say. They took action. So, yeah. And we all know what type of man Sleepy was back in those times. That's 2009, y'all. I read y'all that post he made where he said, if you knew me before 2020, which was what, 5 years ago, before he found the Lord, he apologized. Oh Lord. I'm laughing, but he said that verbatim. Like, I could show y'all the post. He said, if you knew me before 2020, before I found the Lord, I apologize for my behavior. He said he didn't know how to be a man. He didn't know how to be a husband. He didn't know how to be a father. Okay? While he out here trying to play on RH's top about child support and this and that, when you got something in common, it's crazy. Yeah. So, he says, let me see. And I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't on it for the other ones too. Well, we know he ain't on it for the one with his wife. We know he ain't on it with Laonia. Um, but it's also the oldest son. Now, if he paid child support for that one, I'm not sure. You never know, because that's his oldest child, and those were the days when he was yeah, he was absent. So, He says, where did I stop off? I don't agree with child support at all, especially when a man is taking care of his responsibilities. Other than that, I've been staying out y'all business for years. Yeah, and out your kids' life. That's crazy. Cause that's what he put, your wife, but again, paying you for you taking her as a wife. When you took her as a wife, you took all of her, fam. I think he know that because that's clearly why he said you should be paying him back child support. Because he took all of her, fam, including your children. That goes for any man when dealing with a woman, bro. But this my first and last time getting in this ish. I got lives to be saving. Keep the commanded sphere. And then look her. My baby daddy said what the he said. Bet you won't step to him though. Girl, who's scared of wasn't you the same one who got your niece to put out pictures of sleepy face all scratched up, cat scratched up, talking about it must have been a woman he was trying to play on, and he must have tried to bruise her like he did you, and then she beat him up, scratched him all up. You said that on the internet, ma'am. I highly doubt RH is scared of that man with. Ooh, let me shut up. I be trying to be nice, but I can't believe she did that. See, I can't respect that. I can't respect it. Let me tell y'all why. The reason why I can't respect what she's doing here is because you're the reason why RH even felt a way, if he felt a way, about your baby dad. He didn't know that man. All he knew was that that man abandoned his kids and hurt you to your core, broke your little heart. That's all he knew because of what you was telling him. So to be playing this role, this petty role right here, after the fact is blasphemy to me. Because these men shouldn't even be beefing at all. Which RH ain't beefing. Sleepy beefing by himself. Because RH don't even respond to him anymore. He don't even give him a subliminal back. That's like you ain't even worth a sub. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Like, make that make sense. Anyway, so I can't believe she did that though. Like, girl, if you don't go sit down, you wanting these men to beef. That is crazy to me. All right, let me see. Uh, how am I looking at it? Okay. So next, y'all. Wait a minute. Sleepy was married to someone else before you. Yep. According to these papers, he got divorced back in 2009. He was married to his twin. Y'all, mind you, the twins is his oldest kid. That's his oldest kid. So let me correct that from my live that I did yesterday because I thought his son, the one he always posting, the Sean Jr. I thought he was the oldest, but he's not. He ain't nothing but 16. He got the twins that are 18, 19, I think 18. Then he got the Sean Jr. who's 16. Then he has Joshua, like on your son, Joshua be the next one. He 14 going on 15. Then his daughter, Chloe, I think that's her name. She's right under Josh. So she gotta be, if he's 14, she gotta be 13. She gotta be 13 going on 14. And let me say this also. Shout out to the person who inboxed me yesterday about this. Because we put it together, but they send me the receipts. So, because y'all know a lot of people saying, oh, he had both of them pregnant at the same time, which I said that too, because we can only go off of what he had posted, which was he had two ninth graders. But in all actuality, according to receipts, Josh was born in 2010 and his daughter was born in 2011, according to my source. She sent me the receipts. He was born in 2010, and his wife's daughter, the one that's in the picture with him, was born in 2011. So either his birthday came late or he got held back. But that's why they in the same grade. I think it might be his birthday came late because ain't he like in November? I think somebody put in the chat yesterday that his birthday in November. So that's why they in the same grade, y'all. They not the same age. They're a year apart. Okay? So yeah. They're a year apart. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that things was going on between both of these women. Okay? Because Laonya didn't already validated that. She already validated that when she said he sick them pit bulls because he was trying to prove to his wife that her kids wasn't his. Okay? Yeah. And the crazy part is he had to have been dealing with her. Oh, that's another thing too. Shout out to the person that sent me this. Wait, let me go let me pull it up. So I don't say the wrong thing, child. Hold on. So what is this? Oh, hold up, y'all. So I can tell y'all how long. Okay. So they said they've been married 11 years now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Sleepy and his wife been married for 11 years now. That's what somebody sent me. That's what somebody sent me. Ooh, excuse me. So they've been married 11 years. We're in 2025. So they've been married since 2014. Okay. They've been married since. Ooh, y'all, I'm getting tired. I'm starting to drift, child. That's because I stayed up so late doing hair for picture day. Lord, that wore me out. That girl got so much hair. Um, yeah, they've been married since 2014. They've been married 11 years. Okay, so that means that he wasn't married. He wasn't married when he was dealing with Laon, but he was with. I'm gonna say he was with his wife. He was with his wife because she said, and the reason why now that I think about it, I think that when she said he was trying to prove to his wife that my kids wasn't his, she was only saying wife because when she made that video, he was married, right? If that makes sense to y'all. Yeah. She said wife because he was married at that time. When she made that video during her story time, I think that's why she said he was trying to prove to his wife that my kids wasn't his. But he was dealing with both of them at the same time. Because you shouldn't have to prove to your wife or girlfriend at the time that another woman's kids, plural, ain't yours because you've been fooling around, fooling around. Boy, child, listen. He was fooling around. I am weak, child. Yep. So the daughter 14 and he will be, yeah. So it's something like that. No, no. Josh is 14 right now. He'll be 15 in November. Somebody put it in the chat yesterday. Josh gonna be 15 in November, y'all. He'll be 15 in November. And then the daughter is going to be 14 whenever I don't know when her birthday is. She's gonna be 14 whenever she make her birthday. Okay. Um, it's probably coming up soon because she's going, she just went to the ninth grade. So yeah. He still cheated because yep, exactly. That's why I said it still don't take away from the fact that he was fooling around. He was still cheating. He just wasn't married. That's the only difference, y'all. He wasn't married when it was going on, but he was still cheating if he tried to stick pit bulls to prove to his woman that her kids, she said kids, plural, wasn't his. So it was still some cheating going on. They were still in rotation. Okay. I ain't saying that didn't happen. That's why I'm giving y'all context. That still happened. He just wasn't married. Okay. But he still cheated, period. He still cheated on his woman. He was married when she had the other two kids. Hold on. What year? Hold on. Let me see something. Hold up. Just 504 feet. Thank you for putting that. It depends on what year they was born. So if Josh is born, I mean, if Josh is 14, he'll be 15 in November. Ooh, ooh, excuse me, y'all. He's 14, so that means Josh was born in, we could say 2010 because he about to be 15. So we could say 2010. Um, and the other ones is right behind him because Isaiah is 13. So no, he wasn't married. He didn't get married till 2014, y'all. He didn't get married till 2014. He didn't get married till 2014. She had her babies. LaOnya had her babies. Um, 2011 or 10, 2009, and I mean 2011, 2010, and 2009. Something like that. That's before he got married in 2014. Because they've been married for, she posted, his wife posted this, y'all. This was sent to me from her TikTok when she posted their anniversary, their wedding anniversary, how long they've been married. So it was sent to me that they got married in 2014. So do with that as y'all may, okay? Now, if y'all still believe they was, fooling around when he was married, then hey, it is what it is. I ain't gonna argue with nobody. I'm just telling y'all what information I got. It didn't come from Laonia, so it came from his wife page. So hey, it is what it. Now, if y'all don't believe that, then I can't make y'all believe what somebody put on their page about their wedding. Um. Anyways, let me switch this up because I didn't got tired. So let me take this down because I still want to go over those leader messages. Ooh, okay. Oh Lord, I'm just yawning like crazy all of a sudden. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull these other ones up. Okay, because I got a few of these. I got a few of these. All right, this one, hopefully I can keep them in order. All right, open. Where's the other one? I'm missing one. What is the other one? Open. Okay, I got this one. All right. Let me see. That's possible, Cindy. Yep. That's possible. They could have been pregnant around the same, not for a long time though. They probably could have had a good 1, 2 months together, seeing as how one was born in 11 and the other one was born in 2010. So they definitely, could have possibly had a month or two pregnant at the same time. But like I said, y'all, it still doesn't take away from the fact that he was being with both of them at the same time. Unless the wife lying about the anniversary date, the wedding date, then according to the date, they wasn't married, but he was still with her and living with her. Hence why he didn't want to acknowledge that he had made 3 more babies while he was with her. Okay. Um, let me see. Who said something about? Oh my God! Like I'm just yawning like crazy. Who said something about 2009? What did I say? I might have said that on accident. I don't know, child. I'm tired, y'all. Charge it, charge it to me. Stand up to 3 sub this morning, okay? Charge it to that because I probably said it wrong, but it wasn't on purpose. I promise. I probably said it wrong, but um, 2000. I meant, I think I did say it wrong. I meant to say 2011, 12, and 13. So yeah. So Laonya had, that's crazy. I just thought about that, y'all. I did say it wrong. I think I said 2011, 2008, and 2009. Something like that. That's what I'm tired. But it's really 2011 or 10, and then 2012 and 2013. That's how she had her babies. But he got married in 2014. So she had just had Lala. She was cutting it close. So it's also possible that they could have been engaged while she had Lala, y'all. That's possible as well. Because that was, Lala was born in 13 and he got married in 2014. So yeah, that's crazy. Ooh, all right. Child, my child and made his way to Chipotle. That boy there. Okay, let me pull these up before I fall asleep on y'all. I'm tired, y'all. All right, this is the first one, y'all. Let's go over these real quick. So, this is the count, y'all. Y'all know I've been looking for these messages for forever, child, and could not find them. Whole time they was in my receipts. I wasn't looking for them and found them. That's the crazy part. So this is between Laonya and Lita Love, right? If y'all remember, Laonya went to the mall one day. It was her, the kids, Janostrals. She was lying and saying Janostrals was just her friend, her co-star at the time. Now, mind you, while she's in the mall, she's showing uh, a DM of RH messaging her manager, telling her manager to get a hold on her. Like she's out of control. And he said, I'm not telling you this. I'm telling you this for the sake of her kids. Like she's gonna ruin her brand with what she's doing. That's what he was basically telling. She started showing it on the live stream. Now, while she's showing it, Janelle texts her. He was in Foot Locker or whatever, one of the store, but they was in the mall together. And she had his name saved as him, HIM, with a bunch of kissy face heart emojis. So people caught that. Some of y'all probably remember that. But people caught that and was like, but that's your co-star, like that's your friend, but that's how you got him saved in your phone. You talking about Lita sleeping with a married man, but look at like that's one thing about when you being deceptive, you tend to tell on yourself. That was a very telling moment. But anyways, y'all, so if you've been in the saga, then you know how this whole situation went. You know that RH was doing skits with Lita. To be honest, that situation never gave romantic relationship for me. That one did. Other ones, like the season did. But this one with Lita, I always felt like, now I did say they had some chemistry, but I always felt like it was just professional. Like it was strictly professional. So Taylor Tay, what's up, my love? I gotta catch your live back. Hit the replay. Shout out to you. Um, you've been waiting on these discussion board. Listen, I had to find them too. I had to dig deep, but I found them. They was in my receipts. So uh Laonya was doing a whole lot of picking, y'all. She was doing a lot of picking at Lita the whole time RH was working with her. Now we all know she was jealous. Like it is what it is. She was jealous. She still wanted her husband at the time. Fresh out of their separation. Mind you, Janelle was in the picture, but she still wanted the truth at that time. Don't get it twisted. Because there was some stuff going on behind the scenes that didn't make it in front of the scenes. Okay, I'm going to say that. But she was very much still in love with her husband. And you could tell by the recordings how she was sounding, how she was explaining stuff, how she was asking him stuff. Yeah. But she was picking with Lita. She would post, oh, he went and got the Tubi version of me, but not the Tubi version. And um that's the best you can get. And just picking like a scorned woman. That's the type of post she was making. Oh, you sleeping with a married man and all of that, right? So Lita the whole time didn't respond, not one time. Laonya even got Naya to dox Lita in RH comments. If y'all remember, that was put in that was revealed in her and Dawn's text messages, right? And also that audio RH played where uh she said RH was like, you something about her friends, or you telling your friends to do stuff or something like that. And she was like, no, they don't do anything unless I tell them to do it. And he was like, so you telling them to do the stuff that they're doing. And she was like, yeah, because your siblings is this and that and whatever. He was like, but I ain't telling them what to do. So that was that. But like I said, Lita never responded. If you was in the saga, then you know. The only time she responded is when her address was put out, and she still didn't say Laonya's name. Her address was put out, and then when she gave those messages to RH that Laonya had messaged her, well, Laonya got that guy DeLorean to message Lita, which was real cringe to me. Because if you a woman and you confronting a woman, why do you need a ninja to be the middle person? He didn't even need to be involved in that. You could have just reached straight out to her yourself. And that's why Lita gave DeLorean the energy that she gave him. I'm gonna get to that in a second when I pull that message up. But that situation was crazy. It was real crazy. And Laonya tried to gaslight and manipulate people, also making people think they was beefing. How was it beef when this lady was never responding to you? Y'all, when I tell y'all, because y'all, if y'all remember, we would be in her comments. We would be in Lita comments. And when I tell y'all, her comments would be flooded with Team Bree and Team LaTruth. And it would be so much back and forth. And then people would be saying stuff about Bree, or RH supporters would be saying, oh, she looks better than Laonya. She's all natural and things like that. Lita would never respond to none of that. She would never feed into the comments, even with the Team Bree people saying, oh, you ain't got nothing on Bree and da 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 da. And she wouldn't respond. And I guess it's because she was a businesswoman. She was an actor. She know how it goes on social media, right? So this is the inbox conversation. So Laonya messages Lita and try to gaslight her and says, social media want us against each other. Saying you said ish about me and I said ish about you. But I just want you to know that I don't have no beef with you. I wish you the best of success. Now imagine messaging that to somebody who literally done seen you talking cash money ish, posting stuff about this girl in your story. Imagine not just that, she lit Laonya, the fact that you've been on social media for all of these years and you take the word, not the proof, the word of people saying, oh, Lita said something about you, and then you start attacking this girl, which warranted your supporters to attack her also. She didn't, you know what? It wasn't because people was telling her stuff. She attacked that girl because she wanted to attack that girl. Because she still wanted the truth at that time. I don't care what nobody says. Based on what I know, it was a whole lot going on. She still wanted her husband. Period. You could tell through the audios that she did. So she attacked Lita because she wanted to. She wanted to flex. She wanted to pop her ish and make it seem like, because if y'all notice, even with Janelle, whenever she crashed out in front of Janelle's house about that 10K ring, the first thing she said was, I wonder what busto he gonna have next. I wonder how the next one gonna look or what they gonna bring to the table. Who worries about that stuff like that when you getting cheated on and dogged the hell out? Why would you care about who gonna be behind you when you going through hell? You don't think they gonna go through hell too? So that's a prime example. That would be the least of my worries. Let them have them. If you going through hell with a man, you might as well let them have them. Period. So she said that, y'all. And then Lita, oh, let me pull up the next one because it ain't enough right here to read it. So I'm gonna pull up the next one. Lita, Lita came. That Chicago came out of Lita, baby. I'm gonna just say that. That Chicago came out of Lita Love. So Lita says, let me put it over here. Ooh. Lita say, you definitely spoke on me. However, I never mentioned you because I never heard of you until I met Rob, which was only a few days before we started doing skits. You never addressed me personally, just indirectly said this and that. So I ain't bothered to respond because it wasn't directed. And people say stuff on the internet all day and night. I don't care what millions of strangers assume on their own accord. But for you to create this narrative and run with it that I was messing with him when it's not true is wild. You made people believe that, but never once reached out to me to ask yourself. As an adult and a mother, it was very childish and wrong of you to assume and lie on me as if I was messing with your husband slash ex-husband, whatever. So if you want reconciliation, it's only right that, let me pause there, go to the next one. Oh yeah, baby. She read her down. She read her down. You're not finna play with my name. She said you ran with this narrative because of what people were saying on the internet. That's childish and weird. Childish and wild. I think this is the next one. Yeah. All right, let me put it over here. Lita say you ain't finna gaslight me in this DM. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. So then she says, hold up. I don't care. I'm gonna start back right there. I don't care what millions of strangers assume on their own accord, but for you to create this narrative and run with it that I was messing with him when it's not true is wild. You made people believe that, but never once reached out to me to ask yourself. As an adult and a mother, it was very childish and wrong of you to assume and lie on me as if I was messing with your husband slash ex-husband, whatever. So if reconciliation is so if you want reconciliation, it's only right that you publicly let your followers and whomever know that I never touched him and the skits were only business. The internet, a crazy place. People do and say anything, not knowing nothing about the person, they past, who they connected to, or nothing. Shaking my head. Anyway, if you willing to retract your statements, then I know you genuinely about peace. Ooh, okay, hold on. He told her. Hold on. Let me see. Lita said, no, ma'am. We can get in the field. For real, for real. All right, let's pull up the next one. Oh, that's not it. Where is it? Hold up, y'all. I should have read the DeLorean piece first. Dang it. Okay, so this is the next one. Because I actually read them out of order because the DeLorean piece was first because he was the first to reach out to Lita on Laonia's behalf, right? So then Laonia responds and says, and did you know that there was people who were commenting saying you said so I responded? That was her response, y'all. It's giving slow. After all of that, that girl literally just said people is millions of people on the internet. People say stuff all day and night. She gonna respond and say, and did you know that there was people who were commenting saying you said so I responded. So basically you saying that somebody could tell you to walk off a cliff and you gonna do it. You don't know these people on the internet. You don't know if they're being genuine. Next time, ask for a receipt. See, she didn't care about a receipt because she wanted to go at Lita. She wanted to drag Lita. Because not because people were saying this and that, but because people was downing her and building Lita up. People was in Lita comments saying, oh, you look better than his ex. You all natural. Pretty teeth, pretty smile, nice body. Like they was building her up. And people started going in line on your comments saying the same thing. I ain't never seen, I ain't saying it didn't happen, right? Because I can't see everything. But it never came to me. It never hit my inbox. Somebody in Laonia's comments saying Lita said this and Lita said that. I think that was an excuse. Just off the strength that she didn't see no proof to it. And that's internet 101, especially as a public figure. That's one of the reasons why she lost her husband in the first place. Watching them comments and listening to complete strangers who want your spot. You can never win on the internet if you allowing the internet to get to you. So after she put that comment, a call happened. As you can see, it say audio call ended, right? But listen, let me show y'all how Laonia tried to gaslight her audience. So I'm gonna go back to the DeLorean part. Let me go to these audios. Because I have a receipt. Y'all know I keep the receipts back. Period. And this was from that time. And I found it earlier. I should have saved it. Wish I would have saved it, but wait, matter of fact, hold on. I think I screenshot to see what spot it was in. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay, it's by now. Shirt balcony. Okay, hold on. Let me find it. Because she did have a conversation with Lita. She called her through audio or DM call, whatever they call it, child. But I don't think it went the way Laonia was trying to make it go, right? And the reason why I say that is because look at Lita's tone in the messages. Lita wasn't going for it. You could tell that she's not easily manipulated or gaslit based on her tone. Like she wasn't playing with her. You're not finna put out a narrative that I'm hunching on a married man because you mad, because I'm working with him, or whatever feelings you got. Or you mad because people saying stuff about me in your comments and vice versa. So hold on. She said, people was coming in my comments talking about leader this, leader that. I don't give a F about it. F leader. F leader. F you. I'm bigger than both of y'all. Fact. Y'all remember she said that? All right, hold on. Okay. Where is that dog? Okay, here you go. All right, let me put my earphones on. So after down like this. Tired because we stayed up late last night doing her hair. All right, so like I said, after this conversation happened, right? This is what Laonia went on live and said. Hold on. Wait, I just had it. Where is it at? Okay, here you go.
I also had a conversation with Lita today, and we had a great conversation. We talked about social media and how people are crazy trying to pin us against each other. And we also cleared up that them two are just working, and y'all got to stop y'all assumptions. She don't want to be known as the girl messing with somebody that's married still. So leave her alone, y'all. I talked to Lita. She's a cool vibe chick. I had to check out her stuff. But yeah, we had a conversation outside of social media because I was like, this is not what we're about to do. We're not about to do no beefing. I don't do no beefing. I'm a grown woman. Let's talk like a grown woman.
She don't do no beefing, right? But she the one who started the narrative that Lita was sleeping with a married man. I'm confused. Like y'all, I just literally read the DMs to y'all. Y'all see how she'll get on a live and gaslight and manipulate as if, oh, like I'm telling my audience, y'all stop y'all assumptions. And so if you know that they're assumptions, which mean they're assuming, then you know 9 times out of 10 it is not politically correct. It's not 100% correct, ma'am. It's an assumption. That's crazy in itself. The fact that she would go off of what people is saying in the comments, not even knowing for herself. That's why I said it was bigger than just people in the comments, y'all. Even though, of course, that public validation had a lot to do with it. People was telling her that basically her ex-husband leveled up. That's basically what was being said, and she didn't like that. She ain't like that. Cause she wanna know, she's the type of female that wants to know who you get with after y'all break up. She wanna know how they look, what they bring to the table, as if that should be any of her business. But yeah. And that's why she can't let go. That's why she holds on to toxic relationships for so long. Because she thinks that in her mind, she is enough and has enough to change a man. It don't matter what you have and don't have. If a man don't want to change, baby, he ain't gonna change. Period. I don't care if you a millionaire with a BBL. If anything, he gonna clap them cheeks and use you for your money, but he's still gonna cheat. That's it. Like that's just a man. Now, if he feel like you're valuable enough to change to where he don't want to risk losing you because you putting your foot down and letting it be known I'm not sticking around for the BS, then he'll change. But once you show a man that you gullible, you got low self-esteem, low self-respect, low self-worth, he gonna treat you just how you treat yourself. Because you gonna keep giving him chance after chance after chance. And that's exactly why Janelle do what he do. So, but like I said, y'all heard how she just gaslit them people. Oh, we talked about how people are crazy on the internet. No, that was your response. Lita told you, no, people ain't said this. You was putting subliminals in posting subliminals about me. But she said I didn't, bother to respond because it was indirect. That's her telling you, you ain't directly call my name or put a stamp on it, so it didn't pay for me to say nothing. But she knew you was talking about her. She was posting out, y'all. She was literally posting about the girl all in her story. Tubi version this, Tubi version that. Like she ain't got nothing on me. Huh. So, all right. She said this, y'all. Now y'all just heard what I let y'all listen to. Next thing you know, hold on, let me text my son back. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So she did that. And then the DeLorean situation. Okay, let me see. Um, I don't think that RH had a problem with Laonia reaching out to Lita. I think his problem came in when DeLorean did it. Because why are you in the midst of two women? I wish I could find the original post from when RH posted these messages on his page because he captioned it. He captioned it. All right, let me take this down and put up what he sent her. And Lita went off on his ass, y'all. She went off on him, y'all. Because that is weird. Why is you messaging this woman? Oh, shoot. Let me see. I don't know if it's this part first or this one. I think it's this part first. Okay. So he sent this to Lita. Why I still don't understand why she needed him to go and lead an inbox to say, "Hey, Brianna want to talk to you." That was the weirdest ish ever. So he hit up Lita, and it looked like this is on TikTok. It kind of looked like a TikTok messenger. I don't know, the old TikTok version. So he says, "Yo, hit my line. This something." He gave the number, then he said, "This DeLorean," as if she knew who he was. So then he say, "Brianna want to talk to you." Lita then says, "Who are you? And why you all on my platforms? You a stalker or a fan? Which one?" Also, she can reach out herself. The F weirdos. So the reason why she said, "Why are you all on my platforms?" Because he was messaging her on different platforms. He messaged her on here. I think this was TikTok, the old TikTok. He also messaged her on Instagram too. That was very weird. Like, if she want to talk to her, she can, like she said, "I'm a grown woman. We ain't finna do no beefing. I don't do no beefing." But you needed him to reach out to this lady. And he hitting her up like he know her. Like she know who he is. Oh, Snapchat? Okay, my bad, Latte. You know I don't be knowing, child. I don't be on none of them things. I don't be on none of them things. Y'all be following me on TikTok and I don't even post nothing over there. I might start back though. I might start posting some food over there. Because that's what I got on it anyways. But I might start posting some stuff. See if I can get monetized on TikTok. Okay, so she told him that. Let me put up the other one. Take this one down. And then he got the nerve to get his feels, but she told him, "Oh, why is you in her inbox, weirdo?" So then he then says, "Laugh out loud. I'm somebody that's in close communication with her. I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm too player for that. But yeah, she wanna holler at you. Hit her up. I was just relying a message. We both from Chicago, so be smooth on the disrespect though. Anyways, you and oh, Lita said, anyways, you goofy. F off. Why is you messaging this lady?" That was weird. Like, she ain't lying. That was weird behavior. If she want to talk to, like she said, tell her to reach out. Maybe she was scared of how Lita was gonna respond. That's why she got DeLorean to do it. But the crazy part is, look at how she responded to him. So yeah, she was on that type of time, baby. Okay. All right. Let's take this one down. Oh, and I'm gonna show y'all where he messaged her on Instagram also. And mind you, she sent this to RH. Lita sent these messages to RH because I guess she took offense to DeLorean messaging her. Like, she got this random dude to come in my, to basically stalk me on different social media platforms for her to be able to talk to me when she could have just messaged me herself. Thank you, Get Right with LB. I appreciate you, my love. So let me put this one up. All right. So then it was this one where he messaged her on Instagram and she didn't even respond. He said, "Yo, hit my line with his number, this, whatever." I guess he wants to put his name. Then he says, "Brianna want to holler at you." But think about it. Why would she, first of all, she had a man. Why would she just randomly call your line? She don't even know if you even know her for real. He had 657 followers on Instagram at the time, y'all. Bree had a million or whatever. If this could be a random, far as she know, of course she gonna pop off. Who do that? Who gets a third party, then a male at the end of the day to reach out to another female on their behalf? I would have responded the same way Lita did. Like, that's some weird ninja is. All right, so let's take that one down. Oh, let me show y'all this. show y'all this also. Because y'all remember when we was doing the dialoguing about the whole DW situation or whatever, and I was telling y'all how uh Sierra had made a post a while back when DW was staying with LaTruth them, basically praying for her, her school year or whatever, but I couldn't find it. Well, I found it. I found it when I wasn't looking for it, like all my other stuff. So I just wanted to show y'all that, just to show y'all I wasn't capping. Ain't no cap in my rap, baby. So this is the post. As y'all can see, Sierra made it August 4th, 2022. My second oldest first day back in school. And this was warranted because if y'all remember when all that stuff was going on, DW had made a post saying something about I never lived with that man ain't never had full custody of me. I only seen him on weekends and holidays. Or, no, summers and holidays. That's what she said. So that's why I was looking for this post right here, the big one. So Sierra said, my second oldest first day back to school. She's going to a new school in Georgia. She's nervous, but she got this. Even though she down there, mama gonna still be involved like like I always been. Love you and you gonna rock 8th grade. Yeah. So I just wanted to, put that little seed out there for the ones who didn't know that she did indeed actually stay with her daddy for a while. All right, so let's take that down. And she wanted to go back to her mama, so he let her. He didn't force her to stay with him. And he could have, to be honest. But who want a miserable child? Who want a child that's gonna always be mad and in their feelings because they can't go back to their mama? Most men will send that child back if they want to go back. Like, it is what it is. Thank you, LBE. I appreciate you, my love. I think I had another one. Oh, that might be it. Yeah, that's it. But it was something else I wanted to show or play. Oh, so after after that conversation with Laonia and uh Lita, and then y'all heard the audio where I played Laonia saying, "Oh, and I had a conversation with Lita behind the scenes, and y'all stop with the assumptions, leave her alone. She doesn't want the narrative to be spun that she's dealing with a married man." What? So Lita, because of DeLorean, sent the messages to RH, and RH posted it on social media, basically saying, one, stop reaching out to people that I'm working with, and then you got this weirdo, DeLorean. I gotta find that one. I gotta find the post he made. And this is her. Hold on. I'm trying to find the one where she was in the mall talking about. Hold on, y'all. All right. Oh, I hope I don't lose my monetization for this cussing.
To Lita trying to stop the beef. Now, when I reached out to you to tell you to stop the beef, right? Because they already fucking.
Notice how DeLorean said, "Hey, I reached out to her and say, hey, Brianna want to holler at you," and then he says, "But because he, meaning RH, already got Lita head, she respond. No, sir, you was a weirdo. You was a stranger. She responded the way she responded to you because she didn't know you. You thought she was just gonna be with open arms with a strange man that she ain't never seen Brianna with on the internet, that's in her inbox with his phone number saying, hey, Brianna want to talk to you. How's she supposed to know y'all was good friends? Brianna never posted you on her page. She never said, hey, this is my homeboy. I'm sending him to reach out to you. So It's them trying to manipulate the situation. But because he already got Lita head, he responded, no. She said if she want to talk to me, she can reach out to me. Why did you have to message me? Weirdo. And then Laonia, yeah, because they already plucking. Girl, what? You see, but y'all see the gaslighting manipulation. She went from saying, oh, I talked to Lita and we're good. And, we understand that the internet is crazy and the internet wants us to beef. But she's not messing with a married man, you guys. So stop with that assumption. But watch how she try to flip it right here, y'all. Watch. Y'all heard me read the messages to y'all.
So now she want to play victim and shit. Like, can you retract your statement? I don't want to be known for fucking a married man. Bitch, you fucking a married man. And that is what it is. That's why you mad. But I'm going to call you when I get off live. All right.
Notice how she say now she want to play victim. That lady never played victim. But this is what we've been dealing with in this saga for the entirety of the saga. The gaslighting and manipulation. She's the one that wants to play victim. When she reached out to Lita, after Lita cussed DeLorean ass out, she said, I just want to let you know the internet wants us to beef and they want us to go back and forth saying I said something about you and you said something about me, but I just want you to know that I don't have any issues with you after you've been subbing her for months. Make it make sense. And then Lita checked that at the door and let her know, no, you have been saying stuff about me. You got your people thinking I'm dealing with a married man. That's what she told her. So she just reiterated it again for her audience because she was mad because LaTruth put the messages out and said, stop reaching out to people that I'm working with and having these weird ninjas reaching out to them too. Yeah, that's why they did this, y'all.
Want to keep this shit going.
Yep. So, y'all know I always got to find a receipt to go with it, baby. Anyways, y'all, I'm finna get off here. I done been on here almost 2 hours. I am tired. I need to go to bed early tonight because, oh, Lord, I'm tired, y'all. I've been up since 3-something this morning messing with him. Okay. Anyways, I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Wednesday night. I will be back tomorrow. I'm on a roll. Period. If you ain't hit that like button, hit it on your way out. I love y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Hawk, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets.
Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lupac baby. Capiche?
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react, she the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built her own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-Q
talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lupac,